But in the end, they get the 3 points, which now puts them level on top of the table with Barcelona, who, don't forget, their match yesterday against Osasuna was postponed. Now, let's get more on this, shall we? Alex joins us from Madrid. Alex, let's start off with Real Madrid. That second half, to say they were hanging on would not be an understatement.
Yeah, it was really poor, Dan. It was really poor. And Carlo Ancelotti, speaking after the game, was trying to put a brave face on it, saying, look, we played really well in the first half. And it's true, they did play quite well in the first half. But the second half, the fans here at the Bernabeu were getting a little bit nervous. They weren't happy with the way the team was playing. And Rayo didn't create lots and lots of danger, but there was always the feeling that the equalising goal was potentially there ever since Rayo got the first goal back before half-time. So yeah, I agree, a very different second half performance from the first half. Ancelotti sort of looked around Europe and said, look at all the teams that have been involved in the Champions League midweek. A lot of them have struggled this weekend. He pointed at Inter in Serie A, who went close one in the end. Same happened with Liverpool in the Premier League. He talked about Bayern and Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. So he was basically saying, look, we've got to win. And under these circumstances, at this stage in the season, in the middle of a tough Champions League tie, that's all that matters.
And a couple of brilliant finishes we saw, obviously, Alex, from Mbappe and then Vinicius Jr.
Yeah, and they needed that, especially Mbappe. It's incredible, really. Of course, standards and expectations are high for Mbappe. He'd only gone 3 games without scoring, but already there was, more criticism for him just after it really seemed like his season had sort of properly arrived after that hat-trick against Man City, especially the performance against Atletico Madrid in midweek. He wasn't good, neither was Vinicius, but people weren't happy and people were starting to question once again sort of the all-round season that Mbappe is having. So he needed that goal. You could see that, I think, with the celebration. There was a bit of anger there. It was a bit of a letting out of some of that tension with the Mbappe goal. Again, Ancelotti talking about him after the game said, no, look, scored a great goal, played pretty well, he's absolutely fine. I think the second leg against City in the Champions League is going to be big as well for Mbappe. But I think we're going to keep having this conversation right through the season, every time he goes a game or two without scoring.
Meanwhile, for Atletico Madrid, what a terrible day, Alex. This wasn't unlucky. They deserved to lose this game.
Yeah, it was dreadful. This was supposed to be the easy game for Atletico Madrid, this crazy run they've got. They're playing Real Madrid twice, Barcelona 3 times in the space of just over a month. This was supposed to be the easy game for Atleti, but going away to Getafe is never easy. It's never fun. It really is a trip to the dentist every time you go there. And yes, they played badly. They played badly. The way that it happened was bizarre, having taken the lead and then conceding twice. Aaron Barry scoring both times, a defensive midfielder getting both goals, losing the way they did. So the circumstances were strange. But there were no complaints from Simeone, no complaints about anything at all, because he said, look, we didn't play well. And they didn't play well. And it comes at a bad time. Again, they're in the middle of this Champions League tie with Real Madrid, so they've got other things to think about in midweek. But in a weekend where it could have been a good news story for them, of course, Barcelona not playing for tragic reasons. If Atletico Madrid had got the win, they could have been out there on their own at the top of the table. As it is, it's advantage Real Madrid once again. But I think we're going to keep seeing this because all these 3 teams at the top of the table have shown the capacity to drop points right the way through the season, and there's no suggestion that that's going to stop anytime soon.